Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Wolfchild for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last episode, we made our way through the jungle and we easily beat the boss. Level 3 isn't much harder, as long as you know what you're doing. We are currently in the Ancient Temple, and we're going to be dealing with a lot of bugs. So without further ado, let's begin. First thing we're going to be dealing with are just these little flying insects that just take 3 hits to kill. Thankfully, enemies don't hurt you when they run into you. After those boulders, just run away from them. They'll eventually explode. You also want to be careful here. Just inch your way to the right here. Grab the bee, and we have a whole bunch of bonus points to get. Because of those little shrimp-like insects that drop down, there's no way of telling they're going to be there. You just have to go through the level and know. Especially here, too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here we can break through these blocks and get some gold orbs. Get on this platform and then drop to the left here and you should be able to, get over here. Believe it or not, you can get really close to that little stag beetle that will try to eat you from the ground. Like so. And you'll be able to trigger it without running right into it. If you leap on this bug, you'll be able to travel across the spikes. And as long as you just keep firing at that enemy, that little bug guy, he shouldn't be any trouble. And now we have weapon energy. Might as well go ahead and mention the shots that I have now. This is just a bigger fireball that can be shot rapidly. This is an arcing shot that will go downwards, let you hit low enemies. And this is a big fireball that will let you go through walls with one shot. And if I could hit, there we go. Apparently I needed the normal fireball, the rapid fire one, in order to get through that last block, so that way I can continue on. And this is where the big fireball really comes in handy. Lets you go through the blocks and kill off the enemies. Only walls can stop it. The big fireball. And I forgot that thing was going to be there. I'm an idiot. Thankfully, 2 big fireballs will take care of it. Continue points. And we got one more of these guys. Those guys will just strike at you from close range. Extend your health here, and then drop down. You want to wait for these guys to completely disappear before you continue on your way. And I'm going to take care of that guy with the big fireball. Now we got some more falling insects again. And then we can just take a ride on this guy. And we're going to have to take a hit here, but it is so much worth it because we'd be able to get through that very quickly. That little pod over there actually shot a homing missile. If you leap all the way back to the left and turned around and shot that thing, you would have gotten rid of it in one hit. And can I do it? I want to see if I can hit it with this. Yes, I can. In this level... Oh, I could have just done that. Whatever. In this level, switching between weapons really comes in handy. And I could have used the big fireball here, but whatever. And some more falling enemies that I could have avoided. Oh well. Now this one you can just move away from. It'll just... Homing missile will just hit the ground. Be careful not to jump onto these blocks because you will break them and you will hit the spikes below. So be very careful about that. And here we just have a few enemies that we can just hit from below. It's him in the legs with the big fireball, and there you go. And now we're back to the basic shot. Around here you want to duck, because those things will shoot darts at you. Not a big fan of that. And at these bars here, you want to leap to the right, and we'll take a little different entrance. Okay. Just 3 to watch out for, followed by a bunch of flying enemies. And you can leap down here to avoid that homing shot. And I believe you go to the right. I believe you go to the right. Be sure to use that wall to avoid that homing missile before you continue on. And I believe there's more enemies. Ow. Got too close. There's another one. You don't even need to fire at these fat enemies that come out of the wall, coming out of the ceiling and floors there at all. And I keep forgetting to continue to fire darts at me. Great. Now, believe it or not, there is another hidden wall that you can go through. Another go-through wall. We just got the T for the extra. So there we go. And from here, we just have to leap off that platform. And then we have to take care of more of these guys. Thankfully, 2 of the big fireballs will do it for us. Love the fact that they do more damage than usual. And there's nothing to the right. What am I thinking? Now this part is the hardest. At the middle of that part, you definitely want to duck down so you can avoid the darts. And there you go. That's the first part of this level finished. This is where we start seeing levels with 2 parts in them. Now it's on to part 2. Remember those stag beetle traps on the floor? Well, there's 2. One to the left, one to the right. Right leads to a dead end, so let's just go ahead and go left. Triggered it without it actually hitting me. That is a good thing. And now we have a lot more energy for our extra shots. There are multiple paths through this area, this second part of Stage 3, as you'll soon see. And we're also meeting this kind of bug that will shoot projectiles at us. As long as we're ducking, the projectiles can't hurt us. I'm gonna go down this way in order to get like a bunch of silver orbs and take care of a few enemies. And we don't need to take care of that enemy. Instead, we can just drop down those platforms in order to avoid the spikes. First one you drop down to the left, second you drop down to the right. And that was from another path. I believe we may have been able to get a power-up if we took it. And this is where we gotta be careful because there are these little circular saw traps here. Kinda reminds me of Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. And you want to make your move as soon as they disappear. There's one last one. And you just need to destroy that top block in order to continue on. But you can destroy both if you want. After that, we're going to have to deal with a few flying bugs. And then... well, if I leave to the right, I wouldn't have been able to land on that slug, and I would have been able to get a full health pickup. Now for these things, these little pendulum saws. You want to move to the left as soon as they move to the left. Otherwise, you will get hurt. And I went too soon. Let's try this again. Ducking just to be safe. And there we go. Ah! Well, I can take that damage and avoid that boulder just by running away. And again. And I forgot about that dart trap. Great. Oh well. But we do have more circular saw traps. So we'll definitely have to deal with those. When you drop down there, you'll get some points there. And these little green floors that are slip us around, they do have like ice physics stuff going on. Thankfully, you can slide and duck down that one. And let's just take the damage there. Great. Alright. There we go. And that was kind of hard to dodge. Thankfully, this one is much easier to deal with. And we shouldn't really have to deal with a lot more of those pendulums at this point. Which means we can just continue to run through this wall, and we have a three-way shot now. This lets us shoot straight ahead as well as diagonally. Now we could have jumped to the left, but unfortunately I managed to drop down, which means I have to deal with more ceiling saws. There's the first one. Thankfully you managed to make it past that part. You only want to go left through that part, otherwise you will take damage. And from here you can just keep going left, and you're done with the second part. Now all we have to do is deal with the boss. And you can do this as either the wolf or the human forms, especially the human form as long as you're fast. And I just gotta like the hero's walk cycle. He just looks really determined. All you have to do is just wait in the middle and just shoot all these little spider-like men down. These little arachno men, spiders, or whatever it is that you want to call them. And that's it. That's all you do here. You just keep killing them all until they're dead. They all go down in one shot. It's much easier to do as a wolf because you can just duck down here and just switch between down left and down right and just shoot all these guys down. But even if you're a human, you can still hit them in one punch, provided you're fast. I know they just run around the room. That's pretty much all I know about them. I usually just get down here as the wolf anyway because, well, the game has been pretty kind to me up until this point. And I'm expecting it to get a little nasty near the end. I just have that strange feeling. But yeah, just killing arachnomen is all you do. That's it. You don't have to fire at the thing that produces them. It's just killing arachnomen. And the moon has gone up a little bit. I'm surprised. Next up is Stage 4, the Chimera Base. And that's going to have to wait until the next video. So join me next time for when I take this level on. So until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!